Lisa IRWIN was only 10 months old when she suddenly disappeared from her home without a trace. She lived in Kansas City with her mother Deborah and her father Jeremy, and also their two older boys. On the 3rd of October 2011, she was only 10 months old at the time, but things at home were apparently normal. Deborah was at home looking after the children. Everything was fine while Jeremy was at work for the late night shift. Now Lisa put the children to bed as normal and checked on the children. She said it was either 6:40 p.m. or 10:40 p.m. on the Monday night. But when Jeremy arrived home at 4 a.m, he discovered Lisa was missing. Now it's unknown where Lisa slept and if it was normal for him to individually check on each of the children when he got home at 4 a.m. But according to him, that's what he did, and that's what he told detectives. Now, when Jeremy came home from his late night job in the early morning hours of Tuesday the 4th of October, he discovered many of the home's lights were on. This was unusual as Deborah would always turn them off when she went to bed herself. As he looked around the house, he noticed a window was open and the front door was unlocked. Now, all of these things could possibly be put down to forgetfulness, but when he noticed Lisa missing from her crib, he awoke Deborah. "We just got up and we all started screaming for her, looking everywhere. She wasn't there," she said. As detectives interviewed the parents, they told police that several cell phones were also missing from the home, and as detectives got to work looking for Lisa, not only was a ground search initiated, but an internal investigation commenced. After all, she was 10 months of age and probably couldn't even walk at this point. Now, during the subsequent investigation, 2 witnesses came forward. They claimed to have seen a man walking down the street with a baby. Police were able to find and question a man matching the description of one of the witnesses, but the other witness claimed that the photo did not match the man they saw. It was dark. Most people had been in bed at this time, but who took her? On October the 19th, 2011, a search was performed of the IRWIN home, and court documents showed that a cadaver dog sat to attention when he discovered the scent of a dead body. This had apparently been near Lisa's bed. When confronted with this evidence, Lisa claimed that she initially didn't look for her daughter because she was afraid of what she might find. Items removed from the home at the time the warrant was executed included a multicolour comforter, purple shorts, a multicolour Disney character shirt, a glowworm toy, and a Cars-themed blanket. There was also rolls of tape and a tape dispenser. They were also taken. Apparently, Lisa's mother also failed a lie detector test. Deborah and Jeremy announced the following week that they were organising a reward in hopes that it would result in new information. Initially, investigators ran with the theory that a stranger had kidnapped her in the middle of the night, and FBI investigators worked overtime to test the idea but couldn't prove it one way or another. The uncertainty surrounding her disappearance that began sparking the theories that persist to this day. Jeremy, her father, appeared on the Today Show for an interview regarding the events, saying, "We just want to make sure that we tell everybody that we're still cooperating. We're still talking to the police. We're doing everything we can to try and bring Lisa home." In October, the IRWIN family reported an anonymous benefactor had hired a private investigator and issued a $100,000 reward for Lisa's return. This was great, but had anyone seen anything at the time of that morning? In October 2011, Cindy Short, the family's attorney, stopped representing the IRWIN family, saying that she was unable to work with the family's other attorney. Lisa's brothers had been scheduled for interviews and to collect DNA samples regarding the case, but their parents cancelled the night before. The mother said, "I allegedly denied investigators access to the boys." The boys have a second interview on November the 10th, and a police request for a warrant claims that inconsistent stories from people involved may have hampered early stages of the investigation. In May 2012, Deborah Bradley and Jeremy IRWIN reported their debit card had been fraudulently used on a website that provides false birth certificates. The Today Show and America Live both confirmed that the website did exist, and the attorney also confirmed that he had visited the website. Police have said that they are continuing their investigation, and they believe that Lisa may still be alive. In October 2013, a girl thought to be Lisa was discovered in a camp in Greece, but authorities determined the girl was not Lisa IRWIN. And despite her tragic story making the national headlines, as police frantically searched for baby Lisa after more than a decade, no one had been able to find her, and they didn't seem to be any closer to finding her. Although the police initially suspected her mother Deborah Bradley of being involved with her disappearance, they have not found evidence to charge her formally. Lisa's mother Deborah later did admit to being drunk that evening when she went to bed. She came under fire for drinking 5 to 10 glasses of wine that night, the night that Lisa disappeared. As a mother, she's been called neglectful and an alcoholic, but she believes that these accusations are wrong and unfair. "The only thing I'm guilty of is drinking too much," she said. "That if I had not been drunk, that I may have heard something and I may have been able to stop it." Drinking has absolutely nothing to do with her being missing. "When I was asked about it, I told the truth because I've got nothing to hide," she said. Lisa's mother maintains her innocence and hopes that the media and the public can focus on finding her daughter rather than focusing on her missteps or mistakes. "There's nothing but misinformation out there," she explained. "Theories and accusations. It's become a circus. It's not a joke. It's our missing child." Could it have been a random intruder quietly slipping into the house and taking baby Lisa out of her crib, absconding into the night, never to be seen again? Investigators also accused Deborah of failing a lie detector test, although they have never shown the results. And at one point, investigators claimed they knew Lisa's mother was guilty, but that they didn't have enough evidence to arrest her for the crime. Another lead came when Jeremy discovered that 3 cell phones were missing from the house. He believes whoever took the cell phones took Lisa, and one of the phones made a mysterious 50-second call around midnight on the night of her disappearance. Both IRWIN and Bradley deny making it. When investigators looked into it, they discovered that the call was made to a Kansas City woman named Megan Wright, although she denied that she was the one who answered the phone. But Wright was the ex-girlfriend of a person of interest in the case, a local transient who lived in a halfway house nearby. Today, Lisa IRWIN is still classified as a missing person, and the case is still open and active.